If you're old enough to have been buying electronics in the 2000s, you might remember this sort of arms race as everything went digital, iPod, cell phones, and everything else, to get things smaller and smaller and smaller. There's even a joke in the movie Zoolander where he has like the world's smallest tiny phone. But then things kind of flipped around and started getting bigger again. I was recently talking to somebody about how many big so-called portable audio devices there are out there. And he reminded me of the golden age of the 80s and 90s when we would try to shove a Discman in our pocket or even a Walkman. And when I think about that, these new ones don't seem that bad. There's even been a bit of nostalgia for tape players again lately. And if you're having a little nostalgia for the Walkman, for those pocketable tape players, but you want to keep things digital, you might want to check out the iBasso, Taipan, and Osprey DAC and amp. What's going on, everybody? This is Steve from Bloom Audio. Today we're going to check out the D16 Taipan and the PB5 Osprey from iBasso. I have no idea what those numbers mean, so we're just going to stick with Osprey for the amp and Taipan for the DAC as we're discussing them today, and we're going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to ask 3 questions. What is it? Who is it for? And should I buy it? And hopefully as we answer those 3 questions today, we can give you a pretty good review of both products. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. D16 Taipan is a portable DAC and amp, and while a lot of portable DACs don't really go too hard on the amp part of that, Taipan does, with a Class A amplification section that's actually borrowed from the iBasso DX320 Max, which was a really solid amp section in that DAP. So it goes all out on both the DAC with a 1-bit design and the amp. In terms of specs, Taipan has that unique 1-bit discrete DAC that was developed by iBasso, along with an FPGA master. The amplification section is Class A, providing a maximum of 6.8 VRMS in high gain. For inputs, you get USB-C, a mini coax and mini optical option. And for outputs, you can use the headphone output in 3.5 or 4.4 millimeter, or use those as a line out with a separate mode for that. As we mentioned, Taipan is a pretty large unit, sturdy and well built with a nice design, has a monochrome screen on there as well for providing you some settings and information. You'd use that screen interface to switch between the headphone and line out mode, change the gain, and all of that. And it seems the goal overall here with the design was simplicity in allowing you to turn a phone or tablet into a portable music device with the capabilities of a flagship digital audio player. The sound signature on this is very much of a reference sound. Did think at points it could lean a little bit dry or analytical. PB5 Osprey is a portable standalone amp, uses the same case and basic design of the Taipan, but this time just the amplifier. In terms of specs, Osprey is powered by dual new tube 6P1 vacuum tubes with a max output of 9 VRMS from the balanced 4.4 output. Also of note is the advanced power supply, which uses 6 batteries to provide consistency and electrical separation between components. So Osprey is designed to tag on to your portable DAC or your digital audio player, and it's going to do 2 things. One is provide that tube timbre, that slightly bit of added warmth and natural organic sort of sound, and offer more power. Like its sister unit Taipan, the design is pretty simple. There's not a ton of features here, but it does a good job at what it does. Now the question is, who is this for? First off, the size means this isn't for someone who wants a truly portable unit. This isn't like the recently released iBasso DC Elite or the HiFi Go-Bar Kensei, which offer really high sound quality level in a 100% pocketable, highly portable unit. These are going to work better as, again, something you're going to bring around your house or something that will be brought to and from a location. You could use this in your backpack as a portable on-the-go unit. Feature set here is no frills. The Taipan does have a good selection of digital inputs, but no Bluetooth, and the Osprey only has the 4.4 balanced input. So you're really looking at a pretty specific type of listener who's gonna want these, considering the size and the feature set. Obviously 100% focused on wired listening, and again, a sense of simplicity there in what you're looking for. You don't need everything in the kitchen sink, you just need what you need. Taipan's technical performance and reference sound mean it's going to be good for listeners looking for that detail and accuracy out of a player, not a lot of color or warmth or anything like that to the sound, where Osprey does have that bit of warmth. So that's going to be better, more for someone who's looking to tune out. Maybe they have a player like the iBasso DX260 that is a little bit more analytical. They just want to add a little bit more of an organic, natural warmth to that. Osprey allows you to do that while also adding some additional power if you plan on using it on the go with over-ear headphones. Osprey does have more power, but Taipan's definitely no slouch in this department. As we mentioned, really strong implementation of the amplification here. And it's going to work well with a lot of over-ear headphones, including things like the HiFi Man Aria or the Meze Empyrean. And it also does great with IEMs if you need that black background. Osprey is a step up in the headphone department. Still wouldn't expect this to do well with a HiFi Man Susvara, but a Dan Clark E3, a Lyric 2, HiFi Man HE1000 are all going to be pretty well served by the balanced output in Osprey. Finally, we want to ask, should you buy it? If you're looking for portable or really more transportable DAC and amp in this price range, Taipan and Osprey are both strong choices, but they have some competition. For a few $100s less than Taipan, you could pick up the iFi Diablo 2. Has more power, more connectivity options, including Bluetooth, and it's more powerful. It's going to drive a wider range of headphones with Diablo 2. So in the amount of features you're getting for the price, Diablo 2 is the winner there, but in terms of sound, Taipan has a level of refinement, provides a level of detail, especially when you get into those more micro dynamics of the sound. Taipan is going to be stronger there. And even in the tuning, I found Diablo 2 to be a little bit too aggressive often, where it has a great power, but those highs can be a little bit harsh and a little grainy at times, where Taipan offers that strong extension, great revealing nature to the sound without hitting those harsh frequencies. And Taipan's gonna have less noise with IEM. It runs a little cooler than Diablo 2, which comes with a stand because it gets so hot if it's sitting on your desk. So if you don't need that extra power and you want that little bit more sonic refinement, Taipan has the edge there. Similarly, as an amp, Osprey hits right around the same place as the Cayenne C9, which is an absolutely incredible portable amp. C9 has a bit more in terms of the feature set with different amp modes, including the solid state and tube mode, where Osprey just, you get what you get. You get that basic tube, slightly referencey, slightly warm, natural, organic sound. In this case, if you want the most options, the most variety potential from your sound, C9 is going to give you that. But if you'd rather have the simplicity and save a couple $100s here, I think Osprey's one sound exceeds anything that C9 does. You can get C9 a little warmer. You can get C9 a little bit more analytical, but Osprey's hit right down the middle gives you a little bit more detail, a little bit more separation, and feels like it has a cleaner, blacker background than C9, which does very well there. So if you're choosing simplicity over the features or over the broader range of sound, Osprey is the choice of simplicity over features and mastering that one sound signature rather than offering several. At $1,500 each and $3,000 for the pair, Taipan and Osprey aren't an easy recommendation and won't be the best fit for everyone. However, if you're looking for that combination of refinement, performance, and simplicity here, you want that singular sound that has been refined into excellence. It's hard to beat Taipan and Osprey for a flagship portable experience. Thanks for watching. You can check out Taipan and Osprey and a lot of other great products at bloomaudio.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon with more high-fidelity audio content.